Hey everybody, I'm Ben Higgins.
Hey, I'm Serena Pitt.
Hey, this is Blake Moynes.
Hey guys, I'm Brendan Scanzano.
Hi, this is Alana Milne.
Hey, I'm Lindsay Hamilton.
And you're watching The Bros Ceremony.
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 And you're watching Bros Ceremony.
And you're watching The Bros Ceremony.
This is The Bros Ceremony.
Your journey's about to begin.
Recapping the week that was in Bachelor Nation and previewing what's to come in the next episode with some special betting odds.
Everyone can't wait to find out what happens next week.
Here are your hosts, Michael the Hound Dog Harrison and Adam Scully.
Will you accept this rose?
Will you accept this rose?
Will you accept this rose?
The best things in life are on the other side of fear. Hello and welcome inside a very special edition of the Bros Ceremony podcast, episode 41. My name is Adam Scully. My co-host over here, looking dashing, by the way, is Michael the Hound Dog Harrison. Well, my simple question to you, Michael, is what happened? I mean, generally you always look amazing, but like you're really ratcheting it up a notch.
I thought you were going to say what happened. Normally you look absolutely horrendous, but now you look halfway decent. I think it might be because I've shed some light on the situation. It looks a little bit better for me. Yeah, you like that? It looks a little bit better for me on that one. But no, the saying you always have at the start of these episodes, Adam. I'm not going to lie to you. Oftentimes, I have no recollection of those being said in the episode. Was that from The Bachelor in Paradise Canada or The Bachelorette?
It was at some point during The Bachelorette. When it was said, I have no idea, but it was definitely said. I can confirm that. I remember. I think I actually rewinded or rewound, whatever grammatically, which way is correct. And I thought this has to be the pull line for this episode. Now, going to be a bit of a shorter episode this time around. It's been a rather eventful couple of days here on the home front, and we have some news that we will share a little later in the episode. I know people are on they're biting their nails and it's, waiting for this news to come out, and, it's exciting for sure, but yeah, it's
sorry to interrupt you, Adam. You said there's some stuff going on the home front the last couple of days. Do tell, please take this entire podcast episode just to discuss.
Yeah.
What you're referring to.
A certain airline decided to, pooch plans coming up for a milestone birthday for me, actually. I turned 30 this coming February, and being the planner that I am, 2 months ago I planned a trip and told my best friends about coming to join me in Nashville, and we all booked right away, same flight. Some of us actually were sitting next to one another, which was, again, a little weird, given how we're going to spend 3 days together. But anyway, we all get at different times notifications in the last 48 hours that, hey, your flights have been changed. New date. Not going to tell you beforehand. Good thing we didn't book Nashville Predators tickets the day we were set to arrive and go back on a Sunday, because, we're working people and work on Mondays. Don't really want to fly home at 3:30 in the afternoon on a Monday. Thanks, WestJet. So, of course,
you dropped the airline. I thought you were leaving the airline.
Was I not supposed to do that? Hopefully, they'll sponsor us someday.
I love it.
Ceremony presented by WestJet, said no one ever. So I, me being me, I called. Was thinking, maybe 30 minutes, waiting 40 minutes. When we were on hour 4, I was like, okay, this is really getting out of hand. The total tally was 5 hours and 45 minutes and 1 second on the call with my dear friends at WestJet. I did say the airline, so WestJet. And that was my day. We were refunded.
Your girlfriend, woof. Yeah, that is not fun at all.
Not fun at all. But hopefully we all get to go again, or actually we get to go and money is refunded, et cetera, But I've really enjoyed my experience on the phone all day. We've had sirens and alarms going off here. I did a live radio show, sitting outside in my winter jacket. So it took me about 5 hours to thaw. I thought we were going to do this show outside, but that was on about hour 1 on the horn with WestJet. So did I say their name clear enough there? WestJet.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, as I looked at the cancellation policy, I believe you don't even get the actual money back. You have to get basically a credit for another flight. So what would be the case if someone were to have done this and they didn't have an exponential amount of money or credit to be able to use. And then it's like, oh no, actually that whatever amount of money, say it was a really expensive trip, say it wasn't this, but say it was like a $2,000 trip. Oh yeah, $2,000. You don't actually get the $2,000 back. You have to wait till you use it once in the next 24 months on this airline, by the way. So what would happen then? It's just like, oh, sorry, you're at $2,000 plus the amount of money you want to spend on the actual trip again. Like that seems a little ridiculous.
Certainly seems ridiculous. Hopefully next steps, it is what it is. Enough about that. I'm way more significantly grayer in the chin and hair region than I was previously to today. But anyway, it happened. Some days can't be the best days in the world. And you move on, and we'll have some great news about us moving on a little later in the episode. As I mentioned, I love teasing this. I'll probably just forget about mentioning this, and then we'll just have no idea where we are. Because next week we're not going to be in Toronto. We'll just leave it at that. Speaking about not being in Toronto, Bachelor in Paradise Canada. That's good. What were your thoughts on the Twisted Tea talent show? Astrid was there as one of the judges, I guess you could say. Astrid and Kevin, who I've had the pleasure of meeting, and you have as well, or you saw them but didn't actually get to meet them, right?
No, they were going to be on the Jay show a couple of years ago. They were going to come and visit, but then because Kevin's a firefighter, he got called in to work that night, so I wasn't able to see both of them, which was pretty disappointing. But yeah, as you said, they were the, I guess, guest or the judges for this Twisted Tea talent show, which they might, if you didn't notice, they might have said a Twisted Tea and shown shots of the Twisted Tea about approximately 813 times in that episode. It was pretty great.
Oh, at least 813 times. And there were some, is that my email going off? I think that might be my email going off, or that might be your, there's email chime. Maybe I'm just hearing things. I don't know, but okay. But we saw some interesting talent displayed at this Twisted talent show. We saw, the piano, we saw some choreographed dances, and then our good friend Brendan Scanzano and Camille attempted a roast. And I look forward to talking to Brendan about whatever that was he was doing, because it wasn't the best thing ever.
What I love though was before they even did their talent or their lack of thereof on that, they actually were just like joking and laughing at each other, being bros and being like, we're losers and stuff, and they were just giggling and laughing. I thought that was a great moment. That just sort of made me giggle on that one. But they weren't probably in contention to win that talent show, I wouldn't say. Lisa, of course, one of our great friends, called herself Boob Ross, which I thought was amazing. She was spectacular. Although I did find it weird. She said, "Oh, I don't have any alcohol for drawing these things, but it's sponsored by Twisted Tea. Why couldn't they give her one or two?" I thought that was strange, but she was outstanding on that one. Of course, Josh, who is just like the perfect guy ever, apart from you, obviously. Josh, playing the piano, and he's obviously spectacular. He's fit. He looks beautiful. He's amazing at the piano. What can he do? Basically, he was outstanding, and probably perhaps should have actually won this had it not been essentially rigged for Brendan M. and to go with Angela. They're on a date.
Yeah, he was doing some juggling. He, of course, took his shirt off, because you have to take your shirt off when you're doing a talent show with an 8-pack. Obviously, that's just sort of a prerequisite of that. But yeah, that was the Twisted talent show, or Twisted Tea talent show, whichever way you want to put it. And I thought, before we quickly go over to the Bachelorette here, I thought another focal character on this past episode of Bachelor in Paradise Canada was Maria, who has followed us on the Bros ceremony. Hopefully we get to have her on the show at some point. And she really showed a true vulnerable side throughout this episode, showing just seems like she seems real. There's no BS attached to her. She doesn't want to be played. It seemed like by the end of it, she's sort of sick of the drama and everything moving too quickly. What were your thoughts on Maria through this episode?
I saw that there was a group of the people from the show where had a viewing party on the last Sunday to watch that episode, and she said their caption was something like, "Having a meltdown on TV is a lot more fun when you're doing it with friends," or something along those lines. Anyway, which I thought was quite good. By the way, I'll get to a point after this little point here, but was one more thing I wanted to ask you about the talent show, but I'll get to that in a second. Maria seemed like you said, wears her heart on her sleeve. was thinking about possibly leaving, but it's like, no, you've only been on the show for not even 2 episodes. You can't possibly leave. So her good friend Joey was able to talk her out of that, which thank goodness, or at least for now anyway. I would imagine if she would have left, she probably would have left this last episode. And so I'm assuming she's probably going to get picked by Josh, the aforementioned Josh. He's probably going to break Lisa's heart and go with Maria is my thought. Well, what do you think on that?
Yeah, I could see that happening. It seemed like they had a good vibe, and even when Josh went to take Maria aside to have a stop and chat, I guess if you call it that, in the pitch black, and Maria was sort of saying like, I don't want to sit down, like I've just had enough of this, and I'm looking forward to seeing where Maria, where her heart takes her next, and hopefully she goes on, because like I said, she seems like a super real and down to earth woman. And we've enjoyed watching her on Bachelor in Paradise Canada, and hopefully you'll get to enjoy watching her on the Bro Ceremony at some point in the near future. Michael, as I say, only time will tell. Did you have any other points about Bachelor in Paradise Canada? You had one more you wanted to get across to me?
Well, about that talent show, my question to you would be, if you were to be in the same situation as the contestants, what talent would you have on display for the world to see?
Wow. I mean, I can't juggle. Not a great juggler. Would I do something golf related? Would I something fitness related? I can't do the worm. Like, I'm not a great dancer unless I've had 73 twisted teas. I don't know. I probably should have known that you were going to ask me that question. Should have thought about it beforehand, but maybe impressions or karaoke. I think I could do some karaoke.
Yeah, maybe it sounds like you don't have any talent, Adam, but I disagree with that. I think that assessment that could be what someone's saying from what they gather from you there, which is disappointing. But yeah, I would love to do a golf thing as well, but considering they were on the stage there, probably wouldn't have worked out so well. So I actually thought of this before this recording. I was like, what would I do? Because I was thinking the same thing, because I figured, of course, you would ask me as well, obviously. And I thought I'd probably do a lot of awkward puns, just to be able to sort of cringe-worthy puns. Like that would be my sort of a fun little like jokey but kind of thing. So I have a couple that I wrote down that I would do.
Oh,
yes, exactly. I'm not even joking. I thought of these brag within like 8 seconds, both of them. So they're not the greatest, but I workshopped them within 8 seconds. These are the two I came up with.
Bring it on.
The first one would be Adam, I don't like camping. It's too intense for me. And then the second one would be I don't think I'd be so good at hunting and killing animals. I think I would have to say if I shot a deer, I'd have to say, "Oh dear."
Should I applause now? Like standing ovation? Do I walk out? I don't know how to react to this.
Oh boy, it would just be I'd want to play the cringeworthy pun character. That would be so a little bit of acting, but a little bit of cringeworthy puns, and I think hopefully take the probably I would actually take I mentioned Lisa was the Boob Ross, what you call herself, Boob Ross. I'd probably win the booby prize on that one for the worst contestant.
I hope at some point in your life you do a talent show and do exactly this, and I'm there in attendance, because I'd be really curious to see the reaction from these puns that you.
I kind of screwed up the deer one a little bit, to be fair, but the intense one, I really love that one. I was pretty proud of that one. That's
right. Well, Bachelor in Paradise Canada, of course, every Sunday, City TV in Canada, and I think you can stream it somewhere in the States. I don't know, you got to go through a bunch of different loopholes to get there, but one show you can definitely watch in the States and in Canada, of course, is the Bachelorette, and the next episode is just in a couple hours away, and we'll preview that momentarily. But first, looking back at last week, Chris S. again, sort of in the spotlight, didn't get a chance to speak with Michelle in the group date, and he decided to spoil Nate's one-on-one, and let's just say it didn't go too well.
You got to shoot your shot, I guess, on that one. I love that he's, hey, you said you wanted someone to be there for you type thing. I'm just going to go for it, and it failed spectacularly, which was pretty obvious that was going to happen. It didn't seem even before, I guess that was the editing, that even before he sort of spoke up, didn't seem like she had a really, really good connection with him to begin with or whatever, right? So, but yeah, not the greatest showing for Chris S on that one. He gone. And yeah, it seemed like Nate was pretty stoked and pretty happy that his nemesis was gone off the show. And by the way, later on in the episode, of course, Nate had the one-on-one. Sorry, later on after their little dinner there, I think. Was it before or after he met her friends? I can't remember.
Two best friends. Yeah,
exactly. I'm like, her Michelle, it's not your two best friends. You have to have one best friend. But I digress on that one. But she said Michelle wanted to ask him the hard-hitting questions. And she decided to do that while they both were skinny dipping. So I thought maybe not really a hard-hitting question time when you're both skinny dipping, but I've never done it. Maybe I'm wrong.
You've never skinny dipped?
Well, I'm saying I've never had vulnerable conversations where my walls are down, asking hard-hitting questions while skinny dipping. No, I have not done that.
Oh, okay. I can't say I've asked vulnerable or hard-hitting questions, but yeah, I've skinny dipped once or twice, I think. Speaking of vulnerable, and we're almost going to bid you adieu here. Speaking of vulnerable, reportedly Tayshia and Zach are no longer. Mm-hmm. Of course, Tayshia coined vulnerable when she was the Bachelorette. So all the best to Tayshia and Zach, and hopefully they are both doing okay. Michael, a couple of things before we go. The preview, as always, on the Bachelorette seems riveting, seems thrilling. It seems like must-see TV, as it always does. How excited are you for the rest of the season? Because as we talked about before, this season of the Bachelorette, it's been okay, but now it seems like things are going to ratchet up a little bit.
I do love, as we talked about, I love every episode has the rose ceremony at the end. But it seemed like all these interesting guys who are really causing all the drama are getting booted right away. It's like, no, I want some of these guys to remain. And one of those guys was Martin. I was actually surprised in that last episode. It had a little bit of it seemed like a tiff or a disagreement there with Michelle. But it was pretty interesting that, are you frozen, Adam? It looks like you're frozen. Yeah.
I'm frozen on this. I don't know what's going on.
I was like, I have a feeling you looked really intently at me there. Like, okay, I get a feeling you're frozen. I've never seen that before on Zoom. But yeah. Well, this is good audio and video, I guess.
Yeah.
But Martin did not get the final rose. I was very surprised by that. I thought, what the heck? Like, for sure she would give it to him last, and she didn't. So very, very strange. And now, oh boy.
Hey, we're back.
Hey, we're back.
I have no idea what just happened.
Technologies and stuff, right? This is unedited, straight to the YouTubes.
Oh, yeah.
No editing at all. So that's yeah. But I was I'm not sure if you heard me.
I did. No, I heard everything. I was just looking at myself and I'm not moving, and then I was moving my head and then I realized there was an issue.
But yeah, to answer your question, I'm more interested still in the Bachelor in Paradise Canada. It's just been a little bit more interesting. It hasn't been like the most dynamic of shows, but for a first season of it, I think it's been pretty darn good. And yeah, people are genuinely speaking anyway, quite likable.
I've enjoyed Bachelor in Paradise Canada. I can't wait to bring you for us to bring you more, updates on Bachelor Nation, Bachelor in Paradise. But Michael, we are away next week. Why are we away? We've been teasing this for, it seems like, months now. Well, we are going to be in Spain. Yes, we are going to be in Spain together with a group of gentlemen playing golf for over a week. And will we watch The Bachelor together while we're away? I don't know. We can see if we can find it. What do you think?
Well, we watched the crappy Seahawks game at 2 a.m. When the game starts over there. I probably will hate watch that and get very upset. Well, it's hard to even get upset anymore. There's trash. But yeah, we'll probably watch The Bachelor. And I think we'll be doing on the Bro Ceremony Instagram live with our thoughts from The Bachelor at 4 a.m. That's probably not actually going to happen. Actually, not at all.
Yeah. I mean, could it happen? Potentially, maybe. Some would say. I'm not sure if any of the other guys on the trip are Bachelor fans. We'll have to have that very question with them. The first thing, are you a Bachelor fan? Are you a Bachelor fan? But yeah, we are not going to be here next week. We'll be away, and we'll be back shortly after to discuss all things Spain. Maybe Sergio Garcia's a Bachelor fan. I really don't know, but potentially maybe he is. But Michael, I know you're excited. Sorry, what were you going to say then?
I was just going to say I'm going to meet Miguel Angel Jimenez. And he's going to teach me the ways of the world. And I may never come back from Spain, Adam. I may go there, love it so much, and never come back and never do another Bro Ceremony episode with you ever again.
This could be it. This might be it. Well, I mean, if this is it, do you have any final thoughts?
It never fails. It never fails. You know what, Adam? It's been a tremendous pleasure. 41 episodes. It's been really, really good. I've enjoyed doing all of our discussions, of course, and meeting and talking to so many fabulous guests, including, of course, our boy Brendan Scanzano, who had an awesome talent show with Camille there. That was fantastic. But you know what? It's been a fantastic. I love it so much.
It's been a slice. It's been real good, but really enjoyed it. This has been episode 41 of the Bros Ceremony. Thanks to all of our new followers, new subscribers. Keep in tune with the Bros Ceremony on Instagram over the next week. We'll be posting some updates for sure that will light social media ablaze, kind of like Tiger Woods' 3-second video that was posted this past Sunday. Maybe not quite to the same extent, but maybe it will. As they say, potentially, we shall wait and see. This has been episode 41 of the Bros Ceremony. For Michael the Hound Dog Harrison, I'm Adam Scully. We'll see you next time right here on the Bros Ceremony.
Except we're not actually done yet, though, Adam. I'm gonna have one final blooper.
Whoa! I had the whole sign off.
No, I know. It's like sometimes on TV shows or podcasts, they like to have a little blooper at the end, right? It's got a random message from someone. Hi, Adeline. Is that you on WhatsApp? You gotta love those random messages. For not only getting you're not only a random message from a 940 area code, which I'm trying to check right now. I have no idea where that's from.
Should call him now. Call him right now.
Texas. Apparently it's from Texas. And then you also get the name wrong, Adeline. Pretty sure you're wrong. It's not me. Sorry. I just thought it was always funny whenever you get those phishing messages or those messages where you're like, that's not, stop. Just stop. If you're going to be phishing me, be a creative person who's actually good at trying to get my money and not be horrible at it, basically. That's my plea to everyone. That's my final thoughts.
I like it. And what a final thought it was. This has been a very different episode of the Bros Ceremony, given how we signed off 2 minutes ago. And now we're actually going to sign off this time. That's Hound Dog. I'm Scully. Bye-bye.